NBA awards are notoriously unpredictable. Each year, players break out, players get hurt, and let's face it, the awards are narrative-driven. Team success, voter fatigue, and other underlying storylines have a huge effect on voting. This is also the first season under the new collective bargaining agreement, meaning that to qualify for the awards, players must play at least 65 games, thus adding another element of uncertainty. Despite all this, in this video, I will be predicting this year's award winners. Starting off, we have Rookie of the Year. It will go to Scoot Henderson. This is one of the most exciting rookie classes in recent history. You have the 7'5" generational prospect in Victor Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren, who is technically a rookie, freakishly athletic big guards in the Thompson twins, a 6'9" shot-creating wing in Brandon Miller, and then you have Scoot. It takes a special combination of things to win Rookie of the Year. First and foremost, you have to be NBA ready. Victor is clearly the best prospect long term, but Summer League showed that he lacks muscle and doesn't yet have the complete feel for the NBA game. Victor will be good in time, but I don't see him immediately averaging 20 points a game. To win Rookie of the Year, you also need to have opportunity. Chet Holmgren is extremely talented, but he's playing behind SGA, Josh Giddey, and even Jalen Williams, who will all take the ball out of his hands. Scoot Henderson, however, has both NBA readiness and opportunity to have the ball. Scoot spent the last 2 years in the G League dominating fringe NBA players. He is absolutely NBA ready. And assuming Dame gets traded, Portland will hand the keys to Scoot Henderson. Anthony Simons is also a great player, but the Trailblazers will prioritize Scoot. Next is Most Improved. Mikal Bridges will be the most improved player. If you look at the past 7 winners of the award, they all have one thing in common. They're all solid role players / borderline all-stars who took the jump to bona fide all-star. Mikal has already taken that leap, but hasn't shown it for a full season. Last year, Bridges averaged 20 points per game, but when Mikal got traded to Brooklyn on February 9th, in 27 games with the Nets, he averaged 26 points on 48, 38, 89 splits. Bridges is the #1 option going into this year with Brooklyn, and he will easily be able to produce at an all-star level and could even make All-NBA with his durability. There are some other interesting candidates for the award though. Jordan Poole could put up monster stats on a bad Wizards team, or Tyrese Maxey could take a leap if Harden is traded. Even Cade Cunningham could perform well after missing most of last year with a broken leg. These are all hypothetical though. Bridges has shown what he's capable of, and he will win the award. Now to the most valuable player. Giannis Antetokounmpo will win his 3rd MVP. NBA fans have become desensitized to Giannis's greatness. In the past 3 years, Giannis averaged 30 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal, and a block, while Milwaukee won roughly 54 games a year. Along with that, Giannis shot a career-high 20.3 times a game last year. As Milwaukee's core of Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, and Brook Lopez continue to age, they'll be forced to rely on their superstar workhorse. When talking about MVP, you have to mention both Jokic and Embiid. Last year, Jokic sailed through the end of the season, not really trying on defense once Denver had secured the #1 seed. And Embiid has finally gotten his MVP, so he won't be as motivated to produce during the regular season. Other candidates include Jason Tatum, Steph Curry, and Luka Doncic. I personally don't think Steph and Luka's teams will win enough games to warrant an MVP. Tatum, on the other hand, is in a great position to make a run for the award. But let's remember what happened to Giannis last year. The Milwaukee Bucks lost in 5 games to an 8 seed in the first round. That loss will motivate Giannis to have an incredible 2023-24 season and ultimately win his 3rd MVP. Next is the Defensive Player of the Year. Giannis will also be the DPOY. To win the award, you need to be both an elite defender and on an elite defense. Giannis checks both of those boxes. The Bucks have been top 7 in defensive rating in each of the last 5 years. Much of that is due to the elite front court of Giannis and Brook Lopez. The Bucks also have a new head coach, Adrian Griffin. Griffin had a 9-year NBA career in which his defense kept him in the league. He was also a longtime assistant to both Tom Thibodeau and Nick Nurse, 2 defensive-minded coaches. Griffin is unproven, but he should be able to produce an elite defense that will allow Giannis to win the award. Now, 6th Man of the Year. The 6th man is a really hard award to predict due to the constant turnover of teams' benches, but I have Malik Monk winning. The Kings led the league in scoring last year, and they'll have an electric offense once again. Part of that is due to the plug-and-play ability of Malik Monk off the bench. Last year, Monk had an incredible playoff series against Golden State, in which he averaged 19 points, 5 boards, and 4 assists. I think he'll build off that success. Speaking of Golden State, I think Chris Paul is an intriguing candidate for the award. Chris Paul has literally never come off the bench in his career, but that could change in the 2023-24 season. The Warriors had a hectic season last year, and if Paul helps them get back on course while producing quality stats off the bench, I believe he could add to his already impressive resume. Paul has some question marks with his age, health, and overall production, and I instead choose Monk, who's 25 years old and a sure thing. Coach of the Year typically goes to the coach of the best regular season team or a team that vastly improves or overachieves. Michael Malone will win the award. Malone's been one of the better coaches in the league for the past few years, and the Nuggets have been consistently good. The Western Conference and the NBA in general is loaded with good teams. Not many teams are definitely going to be bad this year, but there's also not that many great teams either. Denver, however, is one of the few great teams. The Nuggets will likely be the 1 seed out west once again, and Michael Malone will earn Coach of the Year. So those are my 2024 awards predictions. Let me know in the comment section down below if you agree with my picks or if you have other players in mind. Overall, I'm especially excited for this upcoming season and eager to find out what impact the new CBA's games played requirement will have on the awards. Like always, I'm Lance with Ball Withdrawal. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, keep an eye out for future videos, and I'll see you then. Thanks.